Good evening and welcome to a new edition of Business Insider. Tonight, dear viewers, we'll be talking about the state's role in preparing the youth for the job market, a very competitive job market today, a high-tech dominated job market. We'll be talking about the concept of developing the capabilities of youth, how to design or to know the exact needs of the job market in light of Egypt's vision, the 2030 and other visions, the challenges, the domains or the sectors most wanted today. So a very interesting topic here tonight in the company of Dr. Shahira Al-Gayyar. She is a change and development of human capabilities consultant. She's also a university professor. Thank you very much, Dr. Shahira, for joining us. A pleasure having you with us.
Thank you. The pleasure is mine. Thank you.
Thank you. And dear viewers, we'll be back with Dr. Shahira, and we'll start our discussion right after we see this report about tonight's topic. Please stay with us.
Egypt inaugurated 5 new applied technology schools for the academic year 2023-2024, according to the website of the Ministry of Education and Technical Education. The new schools are the product of a cooperative effort between the Education and Manpower Ministries, the Federal of the Egyptian Industries, and the National Initiative for Industrial Development. They fall under the umbrella of the government-owned exemplary technical education institutions, providing a 3-year free education program according to the Education Ministry's website. The curriculum of these schools comprises 3 main components: basic and cultural sciences, technical sciences within a specialized field, and practical training. Here they are: School of Food Industries Technology, specializing in mechanical and electrical engineering, quality control, and food safety. School of Pharmaceutical Industry Technology. School of Woodworking and Furniture Industry Technology, offering specializations in natural and synthetic furniture execution, wood coatings, upholstery, and manual wood furniture production prior to assembly, located in Giza Governorate. School of Building Materials Industry Technology, specializing in marble block inspection and selection, general maintenance of polishing lines, and maintenance of SPD chassis, located in Bani Suef Governorate. Schools of Mechanical and Electrical Industries Technology, offering specializations in mechanical engineering, electrical industries, production line automation, and mecha electronics, situated in Cairo Governorate and the new administrative capital. Students enrolled in applied technology schools obtain an Egyptian certificate that meets international standards. They enjoy practical training opportunities in factories and partner companies, as well as a first pick at jobs in these organizations. Egypt has 52 applied technology schools spread across 15 governorates nationwide. Applicants must be under 18 years old, have completed preparatory education, and meet specific academic requirements set by each school. Minister of Education and Technical Education, Rida Higazi, said these new schools are expected to reshape the perception of the technical education as Egypt continues to prioritize technical education.
Thank you very much, Abir Hussein and Rasha Abdul Hamid, for this report. Back here with Dr. Shahira Al-Gayyar, who teaches at the School of Business at the Arab Academy for Sciences, Technology, and Maritime Transport. She's also the Change and Development Consultant. Dr. Shahira, so of course the high-tech dominated job market of today, there is a role for artificial intelligence, a role for digital transformation. We'll get to that. But first of all, the concept of preparing the youth for the job market, of developing their skills, the concept itself and the means we do that. And when do we start, how early do we start developing the skills of those youth to get them ready for the job market? A dynamic job market, a job market that is changing,
Yes,
changing
it's very dynamic.
Yeah, every day.
When to start, how early do we start? That's a very good question. Starting to develop or prepare the youth for the job market or the labor market as early as the postgraduate courses and postgraduate skills and job experience, I think that would be very late. We should start as early as the formative years as KG1, KG2, baby class. I think the whole schooling system should include at first trying to discover the talents, the hidden intelligences kids are born with. You know, we have different types of intelligences. They show as early as 12 weeks.
Wow.
Of age.
Wow.
We have a lot of...
I thought you were going to say 4 or 5 years.
12 weeks. We have a lot of research about it. For example, if you're passing by a baby who's like 12 weeks old, like 3 months, one baby would just look at you as if assessing you. That shows a type of character style that has its own readiness for certain types of lifestyle character and in terms, of course, a job. Another baby would start smiling at you, trying to get you play with him or her. That's a public relations marketing kid as early as that. So we start by assessing parents should be educated about things like that. When kids go to school as early as 3, 4 years old, they are not really studying. They're all mostly learning by playing. The Montessori school depends a lot about playing and active practices of the kids. Teachers should be trained to discover what type of kid do we have. Of course, we all have all the types of intelligences, the 7 types, but there would be some of the 7 that are dominant and some are secondary.
Could you talk to us about those 7?
We have the spatial intelligence, people who are very good at knowing directions and the whereabouts in any place. We have the numerical intelligence, people who are very good with numbers and equations. We have the geographic intelligence. We have the music intelligence. These are artists and composers. We have the kinesthetic intelligence, people who are very good with moving around. These are the athletes and people who need a certain type of fitness and coordination, like football players. We have another type of intelligence, the artistic intelligence, people who are good at drawing by nature, and then we develop the talent. We have the verbal intelligence, people who are very good with words. So they show very early as the kids play around. When they are 2 or 3, it shows. Teachers should be trained to discover this. Kids should be trained to think and know themselves, how to. They should have a type of self-awareness. Maybe later, like in middle school, they should be taught skills like decision making, how to choose among alternatives. We have a lot of specialties nowadays, not only because of high-tech. Each and every science that we are learning out and discovering, we have a lot of specialties and niches inside that science. It is very diversified. So we should not have like the kids at high school, they should be studying scientific subjects or literature and language and so on. We should have more diversification in the major they choose. Trying to classify them by the time they go to college is too late, and I call it a quick fix. It's not really a strategy to prepare people not only for the market or the labor market, but for life, for their professional life.
I like the roadmap you set out. Allow me to call it a roadmap. That's a very nice roadmap. So defining, I guess this is an easy part of the planning, is, or one of the easiest segments is to define what the job market needs today and perhaps in the upcoming few years. Of course, we do understand that changes are very fast and that this is a dynamic process, but generally speaking, we can define what a certain country with a certain economy, with certain resources, with certain human capabilities, and a certain market, be it small, mid, or big market, the jobs or the job market.
The good thing is that we are a very diversified economy. So, and we are a young community.
Yes.
More than 50% of Egyptians are classified youth.
Youth, yes.
There is a whole world out there for them to discover and benefit from. Nowadays, not only in Egypt, the whole world is facing the challenge of recession, the crazy pace of the change due to the incredible development in applications of AI and IT. The technology and the artificial intelligence are everywhere, even in vocational studies and training. We cannot separate it. The youth do not have to be a post-grad of a reputable college or university to find a good chance to have a respectable job. By a respectable job, I mean something that that person likes,
yeah,
is passionate about, and this takes us back to discovering what people like, what are their natural talents. Being good at it or learning to be good at it, and discovering how to make money from it. You name it, wherever, whatever field we're talking about, there is technology, knowledge, passion. Graduates should, you know, this could be a little bit romantic, like utopia, but it works. Most of the successful people did it. They need to contemplate a little bit. The state or the government is providing all sorts of training and courses and opportunities for most of the youth in Egypt. And even for non-Egyptians, people we have here as guests in Egypt, as refugees or whatever, some of them did a very good job just by contemplating and finding out what niche do I need to address. So they need to contemplate a little bit to choose among their alternatives. They do not fly with the flock. We are groups, but we are individuals as well. And we have a lot of success stories about people who were not started from a rich family or did not get a very high standard education, but they made it in life. The capabilities of a person for the market as an employee or as an entrepreneur, for example, does not have to be about education only. It's about a character style, about life skills, about two things that I like about the Japanese culture. They are about quality and the quality of life. One of them is called Ikigai concept. The Ikigai concept is, language-wise, means my purpose in life. Raison d'exister. Why do I exist in life? That's finding your passion. And then you find out how to get good at it and how to make money from it. So you get to do what you like and earn money. Another concept
that's everybody's dream, I guess. Yeah.
It's not a dream; it's doable. Just you need to contemplate a little bit. I know a lot of our famous actor Dr. Yahya al-Fakhrani.
Yes.
He's a physician. He used to be a physician,
right.
And he stopped practicing medicine because his passion was acting, and he's brilliant.
Of course.
Okay, but you need to have patience. Success is an ongoing job. It's a 24/7 job. The other concept that I'd like to talk about, because people are a little blue in Egypt or worldwide.
What do you mean blue?
Blue, they are a little bit, they have a tendency for sadness. But
not necessarily, Egyptians? No, I think we as Egyptian people,
just
fish for anything that makes us
they
happy.
make jokes about what they about their challenges. But only yesterday I had a discussion with my students, a class, and I asked them a very straightforward question. What do you think your problem is as young people?
You mean a personal problem or a problem for the youth in general?
Of course, about employment and working in the future. They were the graduate, the senior year, the graduate year. So I asked them, what is your vision? A few months from today and you'll be in the labor market. What's your vision? They did not fail me. They all talked about that salaries are not good enough. We will stop having pocket money. We will not be able to spend as we do because they are dependent on the parents, and if they graduate, then they will have to work. It was all about consumption. Not all of them, but most of them. About consumption, buying things, getting more. Only a few were talking about developing themselves and starting their own business as entrepreneurs. I think
there was not a segment that said, I'm afraid I might not find a suitable job or a job at all?
That's a common fear, but my answer is some people find their dream job and others don't.
Of course, the small percentage.
Why
don't
you count yourself from the whatever percentage that they are getting their dream job? You know, the law of attraction brings you whatever you think about. If you think positive, but smartly, there is a difference between a dream and a target. It starts with a dream, but you convert it into a target and you work on it.
If you work for it, yes.
If you work, and there are techniques, scientific tools, and ways of doing this. People who are successful did not just have the genie of the lamp to bring them their dreams. They worked hard for it. The exception is luck. The rule is hard work. And here comes the other concept that I would like to talk about. It's Kaizen. It's called Kaizen in Japanese. It means a continuous improvement. The world is moving. The earth is moving. Everything is moving around you. If you do not change, if you do not work, if you do not develop, you become obsolete. You'll be left behind. You need to start, the youth, I mean, they need to start where they are and where they want to be, and they work for it. If they, I tell them, if you, for example, if you're going outing with your friends somewhere, you're still at home. Can you go outing? And that's something for fun. Could you go outing without moving? You get dressed, you ride the car, you walk, you have to move. Things do not happen while you are sitting down hoping for them to happen.
Right.
They need, before anything, part of preparing youth for the labor market, they need motivation. They need to be prepared with the way they think, the intellectual habits. We need to work on that a lot. You know, Musk was saying something about his success story. He said that sometime in the 90s, he had 2 companies, and he liked them both. But financially, he couldn't support both companies. And he had to make a decision. He had to take the risk and work on both companies in different fields, or give up one of them. He decided to take the hard road. He worked on both. And now he's Musk. Mr. Stephen R. Covey, the author of the 7 Habits of the Most Effective People, the 7 Habits of the Most Effective Families, the 7 Habits of the Most Effective Adolescents, said what, I like his quote, I like it very much. He said, if you don't know where you're going, any way could take you there. You need to have a destination in order to have a road to go. Young people need to acquire the skill of planning.
You know, you mentioned something very important, I think, the differentiation between the dream and the target. The problem is that happens with youth many times, and not just youth, but all of us, I guess, is that you might, you believe in yourself, you think you can do it, but those around you will demotivate you, and they will tell you you're a dreamer. You know, you believe that you can, and you believe that you're doing enough to get there, and that one day you will get there, but because many times it takes a lot of time, so as to achieve one's goal, so as you go through, the people who demotivate you or who disbelieve in you or who discourage you from taking that risky path will be too much for you, because there will almost be everybody except yourself. So many people give in, and of course when you give in you lose in the end. I mean that's the only thing that is for sure. And you start telling yourself, what if I had stuck to my belief and my plan? I'm not 100% sure I would have gotten there anyway, but there were a lot of signs I was getting there. So what I'm talking here about, the pressure that the youth face, that the people face if they have a goal, if they have a dream, and they make it a target because they work for it. They might not work for it in the best way, but at least they take good strides, and they show signs, at least signs to themselves, that they are moving at least in the right direction. But the pressure, it's not just 2 persons, the 2 become 10 and 100, and it becomes everybody who knows you. How to solve this problem? Because it's a problem that repeats itself throughout generations.
Okay, well, pressure is everywhere, in every time and every era. I think it's a mindset. It's only normal that we feel disappointed, we feel frustrated. Sometimes we are confused, we don't know what to start with, how to deal with a certain challenge, or how to get a job that seems unattainable. I can't get it. Or
no, I'm saying, how should a person deal with that pressure? Because usually the pressure keeps mounting and mounting and mounting if you do not achieve immediately or in the short term.
It's a challenge. Imagine that you are you want to do something. We cannot do anything. The human mind is not capable of letting you as a person do anything unless you imagine it first. It has to go through an image in your mind first. If you're coming to the studio today, you must have imagined yourself that you are getting dressed, driving your car and getting to the studio, and you do it. Imagination precedes anything that we do. So the key is your mind. That's why I say it starts with a dream, but you convert it into a target and you fulfill it. As easy as making a cup of tea.
It's not easy, it's very difficult.
I'm not talking that it's easy. What I mean
with the pressures, and of course I think that the best thing anyone could have is to have somebody who believes in him or in her and support them, not necessarily financially, not necessarily, but at least keep telling them that they really believe in them. That's the, I guess, would be the biggest gift or the biggest assistance to anyone.
I agree, but I didn't mean that it's having a dream attained or getting your dream job is as easy as a cup of tea. I meant that even something as easy as making a cup of tea, you have to imagine it first. That's what I meant. People who are successful in life usually have a mentor.
Right.
And a coach. A mentor is different than a coach. The mentor is your referent, the one who you go to reinforce.
It's more like a godfather.
Something
more or less.
Yes. The coach is the one who the mentor ensures that you are on the right direction. Okay, do I need to major in marketing or major in accounting, for example? But the coach is the one who guides you
the fine-tuning
during the road, how to do it. The mentor is not an everyday basis person that you go to.
But the coach is the fine-tuning.
Yeah. But before the mentor and the coach,
you need
to be prepared.
Right.
The English proverb says you could take the horse to the water, but you cannot make the horse drink. Edison, the one who
of course
invented the electric lamp, had to try it 999 times. It is said so. I don't know if this story is validated or not. During his failure experiments, he said, "Now I know 999 ways
not to do.
Yes.
Of how not to do.
Mr. Clay, Muhammad Ali Clay, who he used to imagine the whole fight before he starts. It's a mindset before anything. Training, knowledge, education, experience. experience is now available because of the technology and the AI applications and the communication and the social media. Everything is available. For example, Mr. Google has it all. If you need to learn or know something, it's available, not like before. Chat GPT, for example, I'm talking about some applications, is the genie of the lamp now. It does your work for you, and with a very percentage of good percentage of reliability. So the era we are in is not the technology, is not the AI. The AI and technology are now tools. The era we are in is the era of intellect. You have whatever idea you have into your mind, and the technology and the artificial intelligence are your slaves. They do whatever you want to do for you.
They can turn against you.
Yeah, God forbid.
They can harm you.
You could
since
watch
you
your back.
mentioned Musk, I mean, I was just listening to him today.
Yes.
He was in the UK, and he was talking about AI, and he was said, I'm trying to remember his quote because I watched it live, that we have now invented something that is much more intelligent than us. This is what he said, Elon Musk, today. And we have to be careful so as not to be harmed by it. So even he fears.
I disagree. It's not much more intelligent, but it's hardworking than us. We are teaching the machine to learn. So the machine is always and forever learning. So it will know more. We are not learning all the time. We are lazy. It's not a matter of intelligence.
Will make you lazy.
Yes, they are making us lazy, but we are taking the good side of machines. Now I have information technology at my footstep, AI at my footstep. It's like electricity. You use it to...
And since we mentioned Musk, we must mention something very humanitarian that he offered when he offered, of course, the Starlink, the access to the oppressed people in Gaza that are suffering from the barbaric, brutal, fascist, Nazi, Israeli occupation, aggression against them, killing the women and children and the babies, the Palestinian women, the Palestinian babies, the Palestinian children, the Palestinian civilians, the defenseless civilians. So Musk felt that he had to, and this was done also sometimes in the dark when they cut Gaza, when the Israelis cut Gaza out of the world, cutting all internet and all. So this is something good Mr. Musk offered. Why? Because he's a human being.
Good for him. He's a human being.
A true human being.
Why was Musk able to do this?
Because he's Musk.
He had an idea, a belief, something he thought that he should do, and he had the power and the ability to do it. If he hadn't been Musk, he wouldn't have been able to help in that way. So the answer is, in such challenges in life, it's sad, it's horrific, it's inhumane, but the best thing to do in such situations, not only to help, is to be the best version of yourself. Because unfortunately, Mr. Churchill said once, might makes right.
Again, please.
Might makes right.
Okay.
Whoever has the power, then he's the one who's right. President Gamal Abdel Nasser said that right is above might. I believe in both. If you need to get things right, you have to have the power to do it, to set it right. And here it starts with being the best version of yourself. And this takes us back to preparing kids, toddlers, for life, to have a more successful world, a more
happier world,
a more just world. You know that happiness is one of the 6 basic feelings that we are born with. It's a natural feeling. We all crave happiness. And in order to be happy, young people need to be balanced. Preparing young people for the future, for the coming needs, for jobs. We could have young people who are successful politicians, army officers, doctors, engineers, artists. This could be learned and is easily available. We have all sorts of learning institutions, whether educational or traditional educational or vocational or otherwise. I think preparing youth is preparing their minds in how about how to think, how to choose their path in life. We need to teach them that it's okay to be different. It's okay to disagree. We could be on the opposite sides of the table, but we are still communicating. We are still, you know what? I think
we can both have
it doesn't have to be either this or that.
Right, our own distinct point of view,
yes.
And they could both be legitimate.
You know, it's like a football team. You need to have specialization. We can't all be goalkeepers, for example. We have to have coordination together and the will to do something, and that's cooperation. It's not either this or that.
Right. On that note, Dr. Shahira, we've come to the end of this episode of Business Insider. We thank you very much on behalf of our dear viewers. We also thank you, Dr. Shahira El-Gayyar, the Change and Developing of Human Capabilities Consultant, the University Professor at the School of Business at the Arab Academy for Sciences, Technology and Maritime Transportation. Thank you. Pleasure always to have you.
Thank you for having me tonight.
And thank you, dear viewers, for watching us.